Well, there's the car that's delivered the ball. I think something that's been borrowed, shall we say, from Euro 2020. Well, this is a day for difference makers, and Adam Virgo, you picked out two players, one from either side who could fit into that bracket. Oates for Hartlepool.
Certainly the most obvious one for me. Rhys Oates has been the player of the playoffs so far. In the second half of the season, he has been absolutely outstanding. Two different kind of performances against Bromley and against Stockport, but his movement in the final third, I think, could really prove pivotal. Well, certainly a welcome return for Danny Wright against Notts County. Just the way that he led the line, the experience that you need, and the experience you need in these kind of games, Adam. The way that he links up play with Lemonhay Evans, I think could certainly be a real outball for Gary Johnson's sides within that final third.
Dave Challoner has presided over a wonderful season at Hartlepool, the fifth manager they've had during their time in the National League. Can he win the club's first promotion since 2007 today? Ashton Gate, a stadium that will bring back happy memories for Gary Johnson. He was Bristol City manager for 5 years up until 2010. One of his 6 previous promotions was with the Robins. Well, most football supporters will experience far more lows than highs, but the hope keeps you hooked. The possibility that this could be their year keeps the fans coming back. Almost addicted to the pursuit of success, Hartlepool and Torquay are each on the very brink of it. A return to the Football League, the overriding objective for both this season. Every year outside the EFL makes the yearning to get back there stronger. It's what each club sees as their rightful home. They are one more win, Adam, from their Holy Grail.
Certainly one more big performance from each individual in this side. I have to say the atmosphere in this stadium, Adam, is absolutely electric. And saying to you before this game, being a retired player now, you kind of miss these games, the big games that really set you apart to become a legend of a football club. But this game today is for winners, not second best. Two outstanding sides, two different types of sides in terms of philosophy, the way that they play. Both managers going with the same 11, so certainly big belief.
Launched long by Little, has won a previous promotion with Pools. Head back here to Coverlap. Sharing a player who's had an excellent season. Just look all across the pitch, there are so many key individual battles there, aren't there? Lemonhay Evans chasing this, but it was Odosina who got there just before it. Both sets of players appealing, but it's gone the way of Torquay, the decision.
It's certainly what you want in a game, early set play. Keeping with Carl Cameron down that left-hand side like he did in the semi-final against Notts County. And this is what he'll provide you on the left-hand side. A little bit more directness in there. Put a little bit of pressure on Odosina to get Sterry going back towards his own goal.
Early chance to threaten from the set piece. Ferguson got his head to it. And then Asa Hall was there, and there's some appeals going on, but behind it goes for a goal kick.
Certainly just one of those ones. It really is a 50-50 challenge. Not too much in that. But it's really how I think when you look at Hartlepool, Adam, the way that they do counter-attack with both wing-backs in particular, to try and break down this defensive shape that Gary Johnson has so brilliantly put together. But it's so important that when they do win the ball back Torquay, that they can certainly counter-attack and get a little bit more possession within the final third as well.
Played wide by Holohan. Oates chasing, but that comes Coverland again. Hartlepool against Torquay for a place in the Football League. The prize more precious to these clubs than I think words can do justice to. I suspect that we'll get a contest that reflects that. As forward it goes to Lemonhay Evans. Clearance by Little, and it's Torquay who are putting on a bit of the early pressure here.
They've got the diagonal to Cameron, and they've got the one down the middle to Danny Wright. And Lemonhay Evans is just going to be a player to try and work off both of them, to be that player that runs in behind. It's been a solid start, only 3 minutes gone though, but it's been a good start from Gary Johnson's team.
Moxie to take the throw-in, of course played in the playoff final last season with Exeter, in which he was sent off. Plenty of distance on that. Back to Moxie it goes, fired in at pace. It's Torquay doing all the early running at Ashton Gate. Randell tried to disguise the pass for the fullback, Winter. But out it comes now to Oates. And off go Hartlepool. Armstrong is central. Randell tracking back. Ferguson arrives in support, and they'll take that throw in Hartlepool.
Well, they certainly needed that. When you play against a side that's going to be direct and miss out the midfield and play within the final third, you're going to have to suck up pressure in the first 10 minutes or so. When that misplaced pass there from Randell, the quick ball out to Reese Oates, that's when the counter is going to happen for Hartlepool.
Ferguson, the only Hartlepool player in the official National League Team of the Year, takes the throw-in. Came off Randell for the first corner kick of the game to Hartlepool. Encouragement for the Pool supporters, those who've come from their town in the northeast. Have made a 10-hour round trip to Ashton Gate. And it's Nicky Featherstone, their captain. He comes across to take this, the club's current longest-serving player. Featherstone to whip it in. And gathered in by Coverland, and he was being fouled there by Little.
Well, certainly one that they look at, Adam. They do surround the goalkeeper. Johnson and Liddell sometimes start on the byline and they make those spins to the far post. Certainly a sign of things to come for Lucas Coverland there in terms of when those crosses are going to come. They're going to come in under the crossbar.
Oates, supported by Shelton. It's a lovely ball to find him. It's a fine sliding challenge, though. Very well timed that by Armani Little. Needed to be too.
Well, had to be there, didn't they? A little bit of improvisation there from Reese Oates.
So Jamie Sterry to take the throw in for Hartlepool. Oates. Sterry with the ball in. Intercepted by Hall. Odusina. Pass now to Liddell. Saying ahead of this game, I mentioned that he had been previously promoted with Pool's Gary Liddell. He said that this one would mean he felt maybe even more than the first. On the ball again here, Liddell. It's a campaign that, including pre-season, has lasted a year. In fact, Hartlepool began pre-season training on the 20th of June last year. That was a challenge from Johnson, who felt that he got the ball, but the referee, Simon Mather, quick to give the free kick, and this is a great chance for Torquay to send it into the box. A yellow card as well for Ryan Johnson.
Danny Wright did brilliantly there. This is a little link-up play backwards, then to go forwards. Great little midfield run there from Randell.
It's a long time, isn't it, to be on a yellow card in a game with this much pressure on it. It's come in the 7th minute, that yellow card for Johnson. James on guard. Armani Little surveying his options. 4 Torquay players there stood in an offside position. Lewis makes his way into the box, and it's in! It's Kyle Cameron! Well, it's been disallowed. I think it was for some pushing. And certainly the Torquay players were off celebrating and thought that they'd broken the deadlock in the promotion final. They've even got the goal music. I do think, though, Adam, that was for a push.
It's a big decision, isn't it? Certainly onside, because Rees-Oates is the one that plays it in. No, nothing there for me, Adam. That should be a legitimate goal. And Torquay United should be 1-0 up. Nothing wrong with that goal whatsoever. It's a small push just to get your space in the lit of the yard. You can't be giving free kicks for that.
Winter, already a controversial moment in this promotion final. Little put in the delivery from which Cameron headed home for the goals. Ferguson.
It's only a wake-up call there for Hartlepool. They give away silly free kicks in silly areas.
Featherstone. Sterry will take it on. Rees-Oates has come across. Armstrong waits in the middle, wasn't on the same wavelength there. And off goes Torquay on the counter-attack, looking to break at pace. 3 forward, but the pass didn't find Lemonhay Evans. So 10 minutes gone at Ashton Gate. It's been a fascinating first 10 minutes. Torquay with a goal disallowed as Shelton wins the challenge. Found again by Sterry. Featherstone, that's a lovely ball. Oates. And Oates goes on. It's a fantastic run! And spilt by Kovlan, and Armstrong couldn't quite get there.
Certainly something that Hartlepool needed. Just a bit of quality and a bit of control within the final third. And it's a brilliant ball around the corner from Nicky Featherstone that puts Rees-Oates in. We know we can certainly score from that distance.
Little bit of time and space for him. Randell. Moxie. Armani Little floats forward towards Danny Wright, who was beaten in the air by Ryan Johnson, but it will be a goals throw in deep inside Pool's territory. Winter. Almost found Hall. Cleared by Featherstone. Randell, who's had a good start to the game, the Girls' Young Player of the Year. Really has had an excellent season. The player on loan from Plymouth will be heading back to the Pilgrims. But his parent club's pre-season training starts in 3 days' time. Holohan takes it on for Hartlepool, but Winter was there for Torquay. Played first time by Asa Hall. Armani Little, looking for Cameron. And they're appealing for a corner, and they've been awarded one here.
That's why Gary Johnson's kept with him on that left-hand side. I just think when the turnover happens, Adam, for Torquay, they're just keeping the ball slightly better than what Hartlepool are. They're using the variety of balls. They're turning, they're going on the diagonals, they're keeping it short.
Well, another set-piece, trouble Pools here. They've brought everybody back to defend this, played in with a fair degree of pace, and it comes to Lemonhay Evans. Winter, still really crowded in the penalty area, that's exactly where it goes. And the free kick given to Hartlepool. Really good intensity about this final in the first 13 minutes.
That's been a good good start to the game from Torquay United. As you mentioned there, the intensity, the way that both sides are really playing on the front foot is a real testament to their fitness and their desire and their attitude. But I just think Hartlepool need the game to settle down a little bit now, because they haven't really got a hold into the game yet.
Little, so much of the play is going through him. Winter, Randell with the movement wide, trapped by Ferguson. Right in the middle, it's too high for him, but the others arriving. One of them was Cameron.
And it's just great movement again. This time, Randell coming out to the right-hand side. That's a brilliant ball. Certainly just a little bit more there from Cameron. He just gets the run as well. I thought it was a corner.
You have to admire the versatility of Cameron, who's a centre-half by trade. He played centre-forward in the final game of the regular season. He was a surprise pick on the left of midfield in the playoff semi-final. I think that might even have taken Notts by surprise, Adam.
Well, certainly things that you look at when you go into the game and decisions that you are going to make, and I think that you felt the way that Ian Birchnell was going to set up with Brindley as a right-side centre-half and Kelly Evans going as a right wing-back. You certainly feel the diagonal to a centre-half that will win the majority of his headers. Could certainly be a good outball, and that was proved to be.
A sliding challenge on Armstrong. Everybody competing for everything out there. It means so much. Oates to take it up. Another big tackle coming in. Shelton's ball. Oates. And Holohan takes it on the turn. And Holohan for Armstrong! Corner given. Brilliant chance to put Pools in front.
It was just one of those ones that you just see Luke Armstrong's eyes light up. And it's just one of those, a slip actually favours you. For Joe Lewis, that slip has saved his side a goal.
Still danger though. Featherstone to take the corner here. He was part of the squad relegated in 2017. As now Pools look to get back to where they feel they belong. Odusina, who's done so well in these playoff games, replacing the injured Cass. Well, no goals yet, Adam. We're not short of drama.
No, so it's... I think when I just look at the way that Hartlepool, when they come on that right-hand side especially, I think the encouragement that Dave Chandler can certainly take. They've had shots towards goal. They've had opportunities where Torquay United have just been a little bit deep. Certainly these promotion finals are not for the faint-hearted, are they?
They rarely let us down. Oates, who's looked as lively as you would expect him to in these opening 16 minutes. Such a key player for Hartlepool. 9 goals in his last 9 games. All of his goals this season came from December onwards. The arrival of Armstrong at Hartlepool, that link-up, that understanding that they have has been so important for both Oates' season and the team in general. Johnson finds Odusina. Holohan. Moxie's ball up towards Lemonhay Evans. Now, did he get a nudge in the back? The referee, Simon Mather, felt not.
Well, he certainly is playing the centre-forward role, and Danny Wright just sort of playing in the 10 role.
The only Torquay player in the National League Team of the Year, Lemonhay Evans. He was in your Team of the Year as well, Adam. He's had to carry a lot of the weight of responsibility in that forward area of the pitch, hasn't he, with Torquay suffering so many injuries to the likes of Danny Wright and Whitfield, others we could mention as well. But he's been near enough a constant. Armstrong's found Oates. Holohan getting forward as well. Armstrong with the run into the box. Oates goes on. Cross blocked. But this is better now from Hartlepool.
I certainly feel with the quality that they've got in that final third that chances are being created. It's going to be a good battle for the two centre-halves against Rhys Oates and Armstrong.
Everybody back here for the goals. Foxy keeping a close eye on Little. Movement from Holohan. Clearance by Danny Wright. And Sterry with the header back in there. Odysseina. Shelton. Sterry. Featherstone. Chance to stick one in the box. Armstrong! Good save by Kovalat. He's certainly coming alive now, Armstrong.
Yeah, great save. Good play all round there from Hartlepool. Said I needed the game to settle down for them and get some possession in Torquay's half, a bit of quality and get some patterns of play going. And that's Ferguson in a nutshell. Balled out his feet, quick ball in there. We know the quality of delivery that he certainly possesses. That's a great jump there from Armstrong. Decent save as well.
Here comes the corner. And Danny Wright's there again. It came out to Orsina. Well, was Little held back there? That will be interesting to see again. Certainly the Torquay supporters felt so. Featherstone. They were really threatening on the counter-attack. He's not the quickest of players, Little, so whether he would have got there, who knows, but there did seem to be something of a tug on the shirt.
Yeah, a small bit of contact there, but I don't think it was enough contact for me to really start Little making the running beyond him. Just defend that first ball well, and then all of a sudden they are away. To see Little on the edge of your box. That's the way the tug is there, but I think Sterry would have got there as well. A real complaint from Barney Little. Really in that one fight.
Hartlepool on the attack. Oates. Oates with the cross. Holohan was arriving. And Ferguson trying to meet it as well. Good bit of pressure this from Hartlepool. It looks like Torquay are off the hook for now.
We can certainly say that Torquay started the better side. Now you can feel the momentum going against them. You know the side that he's coming up against. They're going to pass the ball down well. You know the quality and delivery they got. You know the goal scorers they've got in the final third. So the concentration levels for Torquay United certainly have to be there.
Little. Into space now for Winter. Randell shows outside. Johnson with the clearance for Pools, chested down by Sherrick. Lewis. Headed by Wright and Cameron looking to get to it. Odysseina there for Hartlepool. He's given it away though to Hall, but there's a late challenge by Cameron and a free kick to Hartlepool.
Yeah, just a little bit too eager there. When Danny Wright won the header, I was just saying, don't make the foul. Don't give away a cheap free kick, which he does there.
Armstrong. Holohan's made the run in behind him. Played the shorter pass instead to Oates. It's a really clever run that by Holohan. Looked to play the 1-2 with Oates, and now it's Torquay who come away with it. Randell. Little. What a great touch from Lemonhay Evans, who should have been ready for it because he was calling for it for quite a while.
It's the type of ball that he certainly needs into his feet, not the one that's kind of fired in where he almost has to make it a fight ball. So he'd be disappointed that he didn't get hold of that one.
Sterry. Armstrong. This time it's Oates who's in the middle. Shelton's in there too. It's very well defended to dispossess. Luke Armstrong can get the free kick as well.
He done well there, Lewis, because the inside ball from Luke Armstrong could have been there as well to Shelton, but he got his angles right to show Armstrong down the line. Uses his strength and composure really well to win his side a free kick.
Signed from Swansea in January, Joe Lewis. It was his cross that led to Danny Wright's opener against Notts County in the semi-finals. I have to say, by the way, considering there was a rugby match at Ashton Gate yesterday afternoon, the pitch seems in great condition. It's the home of the Bristol Bears, who are up against Harlequins in the Gallagher Premiership semi-finals. clubs have just over 3,000 supporters here today. The tickets snapped up very quickly. Big difference is the journeys made to get to Ashton Gate. It's around 560 miles for Hartlepool. In terms, 100 miles from Torquay to Bristol. It takes about 2 hours, but it's a 10-hour round trip for a lot of those Hartlepool supporters. It'll be worth every minute, every mile if their side do go up today. First Hartlepool supporters to get tickets once they went on general sale on Wednesday had queued up for 14 hours right through the night, all to be able to say, I was there. Featherstone to Oates. Lemonhay Evans. Randell with the run here. It's been picked up as well. He'll hit this, but he didn't really get hold of it. Easy for James.
I think he'll be slightly disappointed that one there. Adam Randell. A couple of times he's gone into Lemonhay Evans and he's kind of flicked it off first time and not really held it up. So the opportunity opened up there for the young midfielder to, I think, test James a little bit more.
Winter with the throw-in for the goals. Wright. Cameron's made a run here. I think Wright might slip him in for a minute. Featherstone's done well to nip around Armani Little. What a good recovery from Little, but Shelton now comes away with it. And here's Armstrong. Kept in play. Holohan pointed where he wanted it and he looked for Rhys Oates. And this should be Coverlance, and it is.
Just a couple of times that Luke Armstrong maybe could have played the inboard to Shelton.
Little right in the air, and Cameron's won his header, and the shot, and Lemonhay Evans onto his right foot. Now there were two occasions there where I thought he might well pull the trigger, decided to take an extra touch.
Just that reaction there, very tight call. I think VAR here, I think the arm would have been off. Does well to cut inside, but just use your left foot. The quick strike there.
Little. These two sides fourth and second in the regular season. The last final to feature the two sides who finished in those positions was a cracker, Tranmere against Boreham Wood back in 2018. It was Tranmere who came out on top that day. Who will prevail here at Ashton Gate? We have drama guaranteed. Skerry headed forward. Shelton plays it up towards Armstrong. Sherring comes across to meet him. The contribution Armstrong has made in the second half of the season. 13 goals in the regular season, 3 in his last 6 games. Flicked on by Holohan. Armstrong. Good movement by Shelton, but the pass didn't find him. A surreal, tenacious and potentially creative midfields for Hartlepool that man has put together.
I think so, and I think the first 10 minutes I think he'd be slightly nervous in terms of the way that Torquay started and his side had to deal with a lot of pressure. But I think in the last 15 minutes, Adam, I think he'll be very, very pleased the way that his side have reacted. You can kind of see the style now that he's playing with. You can see opportunities being created as well.
Says Dave Challoner that he can see similarities between this Hartlepool side and his Fylde team that reached the final in 2019. Chested down by Wright, hit by Hall, blocked by Little. Well, that was really travelling that from the captain. Armstrong. Off Armani Little for a throw into Pools.
It's a great strike there from Mason Hall because he just uses the control, Adam. Strikes it nicely there. I don't think Gary Little would have known that maybe that was just going wide of the post, but again, experienced defender in the right place at the right time.
This goal could be key here. Hartlepool were unbeaten in the 24 league games this season in which they scored first. They won 20 of those games as well. Armstrong looking for Oates, brilliantly cut out by Lewis. He and Shering very impressive at the back for Torquay. Lemonhay Evans with the header, taken on now by Wright. Shelton for Hartlepool. Holohan. Johnson. Featherstone. Wasn't the anticipated movement from Armstrong. Shade over half an hour gone in Bristol. Danny Wright. Winter. Paul did just get a knock there, but quickly back to his feet. Somebody who's won promotion from this league previously with Gary Johnson out at Cheltenham. Seeking his 7th promotion of his managerial career today, Gary Johnson. It's Moxie who will take the throw in here for the Gulls. A man who's played in 5 different playoff campaigns, vastly experienced. Header clear by Odusina. Little was there for Torquay. Of course, we have the Gallagher Premiership final coming up. A dramatic comeback right here at Ashton Gate yesterday for Harlequins. They'll take on Exeter Chiefs in that final. Saturday, 4:30 on BT Sport 1. Really was an astonishing comeback there at Ashton Gate yesterday. Winter.
It's important now for Gary Johnson's side. When the diagonal to him was on, they used it well. I think it's one thing that Hartlepool want them to do is to try and force it. That's when the long ball becomes predictable, then it becomes ineffective.
Cameron. Right. Ball spreads the play to Winter. Little. Split by Randell. Lemonhay Evans. Winter takes it on now. Cameron's arriving on the edge of the box. Winter looked to hit it himself. They've kept possession. Randell urged to shoot, and he did! And it was a good save by James. I think that swerved a bit, you know. Awkward for the goalkeeper. Good stop.
He just certainly had to get something on it. Certainly open up there for Winter again. It was just a weak shot with his left foot. They keep the second ball alive really, really well. Just straight down the middle. It's a routine save.
Will he be tested again here, James? It's Little to take the corner. Couldn't get through a crowd of players there. There's a There was a handball there. Hartlepool get the free kick.
Certainly testing the keeper there from the edge of the box, but just one down the middle. Certainly expecting to save.
Oates has kept it going, then he's able to turn. Shelton. Sterry. Oates with the run down the line. It's a lovely first touch that takes him inside. And Oates carries on, and then he hit it, and it came off Armstrong, who's turned and scored! Luke Armstrong for Hartlepool! Pools break the deadlock in the promotion final. A proper centre-forwards goal. On the turn, in the box, 1-0 Hartlepool.
Well, this is what Luke Armstrong is all about. Patient build-up play again, and Rhys Oates absolutely vital in terms of where this ball ends up. You can't afford this time to not go and close him down. And he just makes that little run and gets in front of Sam Shering, and when it falls to him, that's just a natural instinct of a quality centre-forward that knows what to do inside the 18-yard box. Doesn't take any prisoners. You put your laces through it. Comes off the underside of the crossbar. Nothing the goalkeeper could have done about it. But I think Torquay could have done a little bit more to stop that shot there from Oates. But that is what it's all about, Luke Armstrong. The great turn, and then just the instinct. Touch there, strike through it. Gives his side a massive goal.
Still so long to go in this promotion final, but it's first blood to Pools at Ashton Gate. Just noticed there, Adam, he took an extra touch, you know, and it was so important, because if he tried to hit it while he was slightly off balance, he probably wouldn't have got that on target, but that extra touch made all the difference.
It's just that instinct, isn't it, inside the 18-yard box, the quick thinking that you need. More of an Aaron McLean finish rather than a Grant Holt finish.
Now the Poolies are bouncing. Seeking their first promotion since 2007, but just like in the playoff semi-final, it's hardly any emotion from Dave Challoner. Into Armstrong again. Really important few minutes this, isn't it, Adam, particularly for Torquay?
Yeah, I think so, Adam, because they really started the game well, and I said Hartlepool just growing into it and growing into it and growing into it. Just look at the manner of the goal, Adam. You look at Rhys Oates here on the right-hand side, cuts inside. You've got to go and close him down. You can't afford for him to come inside the 18-yard box without a challenge. And by the time he got his strike, it was too late. And as you mentioned, the extra touch there from Armstrong was brilliant. And there was an exquisite finish from him.
Holohan, the player who's been caught here. Well, so much has already happened in this first half. You think back to that disallowed goal for Torquay as well, which will be very interesting to hear what the likes of Chris Hargreaves and Aaron McLean and Grant Holt have to say about that at half-time. But it's the Hartlepool fans celebrating at the moment. But we just know, don't we, from past experience of these promotion finals, you can never take anything for granted. You can never get too carried away. Cameron is the Torquay player involved in that collision. He's suggesting that there was an elbow involved there. I think is it Shelton? Yeah.
Just leaning with the left arm, wasn't he? Cameron certainly wasn't happy about.
It's just worth reiterating the importance of Luke Armstrong, the goalscorer to Hartlepool since his arrival. Nicky Featherstone has described him as the missing link for this team in terms of taking them to a point where they could really genuinely challenge for promotion. They've won 1.97 points per game since his arrival in December, which really, as I say, Adam, took them up a notch, and his combination, his link up with Rhys Oates has been so important to this side, both in the season in general and indeed today.
Well, you wonder where Hartlepool had been if they had him at the start of the season. It was an area when I looked at Hartlepool's squad when they came into this season was where the goals were to come from in terms of that final third, and your strikers that Dave Chandler had available at the time, but just an instinct that those two have just linked up absolutely brilliantly. Their styles complement each other.
Can Torquay hit back before half-time? The header by Wright. Winter beaten by Holohan. There's a nasty clash there. The referee wisely, immediately stopping play. Winter and Holohan down. And the physios called on here. Can't catch your breath, can you, in this game?
It's been a great first half, Adam. Real end-to-end stuff, chances and opportunities being created. Sometimes you come into these games and players can be a little bit nervous and play within themselves.
Dave Challoner just using this opportunity to call across his players. Been talking a lot to them about handling the emotion of an occasion like this. Let's have a look at Luke Armstrong's goal. The difference between the two sides. There's that extra touch, Adam.
That's the one that sets it up. Because if he doesn't take that extra touch, just gets caught under his feet a little bit and you won't generate any power. But the touch gets it out and he's just quick to react onto it. At any level, that is an instinct of a quality striker and knows what to do in the 18-yard box under pressure. On the biggest stage. And that's a huge goal.
Just look at his face. And we have the UEFA Super Cup to look forward to. Of course, in August. On the 11th, Chelsea up against Villarreal. Unai Emery's Villarreal. Should be a good contest, the curtain raiser for next season. BT Sport will broadcast more matches than ever before next season from the Vanarama National League, which is due to start on Saturday, the 21st of August. We get to do it all over again, Adam.
Certainly, it's been a great season so far. This is over all of a sudden. The next one comes very, very quickly.
Little. Final few minutes then of this first half. Armstrong flicks on, and Oates brought it down beautifully. And Oates, and wide it went. Will be a corner though.
He's done well to get a corner in the head, Adam, but when he brings it down and he has that opportunity to get the first shot, I think he should have taken it then. Just a simple ball, but look at the run off him. And you're talking about the link-up play of the front two. I think when he only brought it down there, just take a quick shot. Just there, but then he decides to go then on his right. He's obviously there to come back in and make the challenge, but the desire afterwards to then win the challenge.
They did it at pace, and Oates nearly got something on that. They came flying in to the 6-yard box. And this, look, says it all.
Yeah, unmarked. This is where the zonal marking for me becomes ineffective, because you get a run and a jump on somebody. And he just gets in between Cameron and Hall. He just can't quite get something on it. He can't believe it.
in the 43rd minute here. Ashton Gate comes together for a man who loved Hartlepool United, who planned to be here today. Pool's lost a loyal supporter this week in Danny Shermer, who died suddenly at his home, aged just 43. Also played for Hartlepool Cricket Club, was hugely popular both there and at the Vic. Our love, of course, goes to all his friends and family. He was such a well-loved guy, and as I say, he had planned to be here today. His Pool's in front as we head towards half-time. Armstrong's kept it in. Sterry. I'm expecting 4 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. We have to go back to 2005, and this was a League One fixture. They met in League Two as recently as 2014. Which one of them will return to the EFL after today? It's Pool's in front as we head towards half-time. Sterry. Oates. Cameron. Right. Referee's allowed it to go on. Randell with the pass. It's a brilliant ball. Lemonade Evans there. Had it taken away from him by Odusina, who defended that situation brilliantly. Recovered very well. Into added time at the end of the half. A minimum of 4 minutes. Sterry bringing it forward. Torquay are backing off. Here come Hartlepool. Right at the end of the half. An advantage played. And it was behind Hollahat. End-to-end stuff at Ashton Gate. Yellow card given for the challenge on Sterry. The referee had played the advantage.
It was good advantage there from the referee. Moxley there just comes in and swipes Jamie Sterry out. It certainly was a yellow card, but the referee felt the advantage was more favourable there to Hartlepool.
Booking for Moxie, who was sent off in a playoff final last season with Exeter, who ended up being beaten 4-0 by Northampton in the League Two playoffs. Defending for Torquay to do at the end of the half, but they win it back. I'll ask you the question I do at the end of every first half. What have you made of it so far?
I think it's been absolutely brilliant, Adam. It's been a real to and fro first half. I thought his started the better. For me, a controversial disallowed goal, but I have to say the quality of his side has shone through dramatically. And they've stopped Torquay really playing within that final third, and Lemonade Evans has really been feeding off scraps, and the ball into Cameron stopped now. Wright's not really been involved. But I think on the general phase of play, Adam, I think the deserved lead does go to Hartlepool going into half-time.
But the disallowed goal as well, a very big moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was huge. Interesting to see what the boys say at half-time about that one. And those little decisions and moments can be absolutely influential and massive in terms of the mindset of how the game goes.
Movement from Armstrong, who was trapped by Lewis. Did well to prevent the cross there, Lewis, but it'll be Hartlepool's throw in the final seconds of this first half. And 3 of the 4 minutes to be added on. Sterry, former Newcastle player, to Oates. Early cross in towards Armstrong. don't think he meant that, but he finds Featherstone. Holohan. Featherstone. Shelton. Took a bit of a risk there. Lemonhay Evans chasing it. Well, names don't come much bigger at this level than Hartlepool and Torquay, two clubs with 167 seasons of Football League experience behind Oates. Oh, he had the pace to get there first. And it was a good recovery from Lewis. It needed to be to a corner right at the end of the half here for Pools.
That's the one thing for Lewis and Sherry. You can never switch off with Rhys Oates. Done it time and time again, where you feel that the defender's going to get the advantage, you feel that the defender's going to win it, and he just gets it. Lost count now how many times he's won his side a corner just by closing down.
Oates, the Players' Player of the Year and Supporters' Player of the Year at Hartlepool. In comes the corner right at the end of the half. Oates! What a save by Coverley! Brilliant reaction from the Torquay goalkeeper, who keeps it at 1-0.
Oh, just a magnificent save, and how much would this save mean to keeping Torquay United in this game? Poor marking again there. One of those ones you feel should be hitting the back of the net, but take nothing away from the instinct save there from Lucas Coverley. It's kept his side in it.
Armstrong with the only goal of what was a compelling first half at Ashton Gate. We'll get the thoughts of Aaron McLean, Grant Holt and Chris Hargreaves with Matt in a moment. But at the break here, it is Hartlepool 1, Torquay 0.
The back of the net, but take nothing away from the instinct save there from and you won't generate any power. But the touch gets it out, and he's just quick to react.
Oates carries on and then he hits it, and it came off Armstrong, who's turned and scored! Luke Armstrong for Hartlepool! Pools break the deadlock in the promotion final. carries on, and then he hit it, and it came off Armstrong, who's turned and scored! Luke Armstrong for Hartlepool! Pools break the deadlock in the promotion final. Thanks, Matt. Oh, the National League season, always the test of endurance, but this is a campaign that's pushed many to their limits. An immensely challenging season. One last push for these two sets of players. And it's Hartlepool who hold the advantage as we get back underway at Ashton Gate. No changes from either sides, Adam Virgo, but as Matt alluded to there, you wouldn't think Gary Johnson would leave it too long to try and affect things from the bench.
He's already just changed it slightly with Danny Wright actually occupying the centre halves now a little bit further forward, and Lemon Hay-Evans just dropping deeper where Danny Wright was in that first half in the number 10 role. I thought the first 10 minutes they started really well, and then Hartlepool almost worked them out and had better quality in these areas that really caused Torquay a lot of problems.
Looking to get on the front foot early doors here, Hartlepool, and it comes out to Moxie. It's a really good flick on by Lemon Hay-Evans, and then sliding in was Odushina. Throw-ins gone Hartlepool's way, much to the frustration of the Torquay fans right in front of us.
I think that's a change that Gary Johnson had to make, because when the ball went up to Conor Lemon Hay-Evans in the centre forward role, they weren't linking up at all. So, committed challenge there from Odushina, maybe got away with that one slightly.
Winter. Randall had come short, but it goes longer up towards Danny Wright. Header won by Little, it dropped for Hall. Cameron, Lemon Hay-Evans, Armani Little. Into his right foot, it's a good cross. And it was cleared by Featherstone on the edge of the area. Such a tough side to beat, Torquay, 14 unbeaten. They draw their final 4 games of the regular season. But, of course, beat Notts County 4-2 in the semi-final. And Gary Johnson's side will fight all the way to the last minute here. That's the future of Gary Johnson. Very much secure in terms of the long-term planning at Plainmoor, who's handed a new contract 24 hours ahead of the semi-final. Great battling by Cameron to rob Odushina of possession. Hall. Cameron continued his run. He's got Lemon Hay-Evans to his left. Moxie's forward from the back, surveys his options, plays in a good ball, and the deflection's taken it wide, but only just came off Johnson, corner Torquay.
Well, it's been an excellent start again from Torquay in this second half, like they did in the first. And you're going to expect that from the Gary Johnson side, but when this cross comes in, just for that split second, it's your heart in your mouth moment.
Torquay have started the second half, the stronger of the sides. Little fizzes one in, and Hall was arriving in on that. Randall, another ball into the box. Lemon Hay-Evans. Headed clear by Johnson. They'll keep it going though here, Torquay. Hartlepool under pressure. Oh, it's a great ball. Wright turns, he's got plenty in the box, but went for that near post, and Brad James was allowed to it.
Just that decision making there from Danny Wright. The angle was always going to be working against him. hit it across the goalkeeper, you might get a fumble. It hit that side of the post. Brad James is one you certainly would take.
Cleared by Sherring. Right. Up it goes towards Cameron. Oh, what a touch that was. But it will be a corner.
Absolutely magnificent there from Jamie Sterry, by the way. Just one of these ones you have to get right. The timing. Done that brilliantly there.
Well, they're knocking on the door, Torquay. They want them to kick it off its hinges. Sheringham. Cameron, one of those towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Holohan won the header. I don't think Gary Johnson, other than scoring a goal, could have wished for a better start to the second half.
Certainly, I think the way that they ended that first half, I'm sure he knows a little bit more quality from the players. But Dave Chandler would have said to his players, listen, it's going to be the same again. You're going to have to ride this little storm out and be physical. Deal with the long ball, deal with the runners early on, and then play. When the ball settles down, make sure that turnover, you keep it with the first pass. We know we've got the quality within the final third to cause problems.
Cena won the header. It just keeps coming back at Pools at the moment. Moxie to Little, all the time in the world here. As he takes on a speculative effort. Well, there is the manager of the National League champions, Matt Gray, is here. I'm told his chairman, Bruce Elliott, is here as well. And what a season they've had. What a job those two men, amongst many others at Sutton, have done to get that club into the Football League.
It's weird seeing him in a suit. But no, they say he's done a magnificent job from everybody at the top here, as you mentioned, Bruce Elliott, all the way down. Deserved champions. Quality players, and listen, it's not going to be easy for them going into League Two, but Matt Gray has provided this season nothing short of sensational.
Ball was won by Holohan. Up it goes now to Armstrong. Good hold-up play by the centre-forward, Oates. Well won back by Lewis. Moxie. Lemonhay-Evans can drive on, can he? He's got Cameron to his left. He's still going. Rather snatched at the shot in the end.
Well, just a change around of Danny Wright playing down the middle and him coming a little bit shorter in these areas here. He can drive forward with it. Just Little again there, just showing his experience to go and close the shot down.
Knows Ashton Gate well enough. Lemonhay-Evans was a former Bristol City youth product. He was contracted to the Robins for 8 years, up until 2020. 5 goals in his last 12 games. Now Gary Johnson needs a big second half from Lemonhay-Evans and Torquay to turn this situation around. Seemed to be a push there on Armstrong, but the referee is happy for it to go on. Winter.
So he's got the free kick for a similar kind of push.
Hall. Moxie. Little. Coming inside, finding Lemonhay-Evans. Cameron hadn't anticipated it, but Sterry was there for Hartlepool.
They move the ball well, Torquay, when they get into Hartlepool's half, picking up the pockets of space, Little and Lemonhay-Evans in particular.
Can Hartlepool finally go up via the playoffs? It's never happened before. 5 previous attempts have all ended in disappointment for Pools. This This is Torquay's 9th playoff campaign. They've been successful in 2 of the previous 8. It is the long route to promotion. Sterry has stayed down here, having seemingly been caught by Cameron.
It's a little naughty kick afterwards, Adam. He decided the free kick there, it does really, really well. Just a little kick afterwards.
You don't want to be kicked there, do you?
No, you don't, especially on a cold day.
Deepest sympathies there to Sterry. Now there's some afters going on involving 3 players here. Oates for Hartlepool. Armani Little involved. Referee with some sorting out to do here. Well, it's good refereeing to just calm the situation down and then send everybody away, bar the 2 players here who are going to be, well, at the very least spoken to. It looks as though a card's going to be shown to at least one of them. It's Lewis who's booked, and Oates shown a yellow card as well.
So both going at it, aren't they?
No surprise to see it get a little bit heated in a promotion final. It does, after all, mean so much to these players, clubs they represent, and of course the supporters, perhaps most of all. Oates, Shelton. Oh, nice turn that by Sterry. He's got Shelton to his right. He drives on, and it drops to Shelton. And Oates content with the throw-in. Now a bit of pressure from Hartlepool, who seek a second in this promotion final. Says it's been the most enjoyable year of his football career so far, Sterry, as he finds Oates here, and Armstrong was there. Johnson first to the loose ball. Shelton, Odusina. Nice play this by Pools. Sterry. Good challenge by Asa Hall, halting the progress of Hartlepool. Harry Johnson was saying if you were going to war, you'd definitely take Asa Hall with you. So the same of Danny Wright as well. It is turning into a bit of a battle out there. Featherstone had gone for the return, he got it as well. He's looking to hold off Cameron, he's got Shelton in support. Sterry's there too. Anti-back defending here for Torquay, but it's a lovely ball, Sterry. And Oates looking to turn. And he nearly found Holohan, and now they might break out here, Torquay. The ball had to be better than that.
Good pressure here now from Hartlepool. Certainly showing more quality within that final third now. Sterry picking up some really good positions. Usually associated with being really out on that right-hand side wide, but he's actually picking up some nice positions inside.
Flipped on to right. Cleared by Johnson. Headed on by Holohan. Winter. Little. You just get the feeling, Adam, that the balls up to Danny Wright need to be more precise.
They're just forcing it, just at this moment.
Lemonhay Evans. Now this looks promising for the goals. Winter, 4 in the box. Over towards Asa Hall, and the header has gone in! No, it's not going to count. Cameron it was. He got his head to it, but it's another goal ruled out for Torquay.
I think it's the one area when you look at Brad James coming for crosses. Is this a foul? No, it's not. He just jumps early and gets above it. That's a centre-half, you carry on as normal. For me, that is not a foul, Adam. I know goalkeepers get away with it sometimes in terms of minimal contact, but what more do you have to do to go and try and win a header? No point jumping for it if you're going to get free kicks like that against goalkeepers.
2 Torquay goals ruled out. And Hartlepool remain in the lead with almost an hour gone at Ashton Gate. It's going to be interesting to hear what Gary Johnson has to say after the game, isn't it? Shelton's won the corner, came off Moxie.
Certainly an element of frustration for Gary Johnson's side, but you've got to just try and get rid of that now.
We're on our way, is the chant from the Hartlepool supporters. 30 minutes of this promotion final to go. Ferguson to swing it in with that lovely left foot of his. And it was off little for a goal kick.
See what they're trying to do there. Using the pace of the cross there, you just get something on it very, very quickly. And it's almost one of those ones sometimes you can't really react to as a defender or a goalkeeper.
We saw the result go against home advantage in both the league meetings between these clubs this season. Seems an age ago that Torquay won 5-0 at the Vic back in October. Torquay's joint biggest win of the season, Hartlepool's biggest defeat it was. The Pools won 1-0 at Playmore in March. Luke Molyneux, not the only goal. Cameron still complaining about his goal being ruled out for what was adjudged as being a foul on Brad James. Flick on towards right. We are certainly coming into the sort of time here where Gary Johnson in particular will be looking round at his bench, looking at what's available to him, and he's got some big decisions to make. Kimpioka, I'm told, has been sent out to warm up. Right, Lemonhay Evans, Moxie, Lemonhay Evans, Asa Hall has a go and wasn't far away.
A great patient build-up play there. Great first touch there from the captain, and all of a sudden it opens up a great angle for him to bend that one into the top corner. Just knows not to get drawn towards the ball. So unlucky there. Fair distance out, but quality and control of the strike there was absolutely brilliant. Just couldn't quite get the dip on it.
Real leader for Torquay, and their top scorer this season as well, 15 in all competitions. Gary Johnson was saying that of all the players in this Torquay squad, that Hall's probably the most likely to go on and manage. He's been doing his UEFA B licence. Here's Winter. Cameron tried the flick, but it didn't come off. Johnson cleared it.
Certainly with the extra game that Hartlepool have played in these playoffs, I think the final 30 minutes fitness levels will certainly be stretched for them.
Well, we haven't seen a club, have we, go through the eliminators, then a semi-final, and then win a final yet. It hasn't been done. Will Hartlepool be the first? Little. Put out by Odesina, Little in a rush. Lemonhay Evans. Little supported by Moxie. Needs a good cross. And towards right. Lemonhay Evans goes down. He's given it. Or has he? No, he's not. Well, he's adjudged that it was a dive. I thought for a second he pointed to the spot.
So did I for a second. He's certainly looking for it, isn't he? When he gets the touch there, the ball's going to go away from him.
Some big calls being made here by Simon Mather. 2 disallowed goals for Torquay, and now they see a penalty appeal waved away. Johnson is the Hartlepool player hurt here.
It's the left foot, isn't it, Danny Wright, that just Johnson in the mid area.
Johnson okay. Just a reminder, you can see the Gallagher Premiership final on BT Sport next Saturday afternoon between Harlequins, who fought back against Bristol here yesterday, up against the Exeter Chiefs. Just got that away in the nick of time. Oates with such a cramp here. He puts them. I know he scores a lot of goals, but he runs so much for the team as well.
Just the work rate, Adam, he does. Mentioned in the first half the amount of times that ball went into the channel, and he certainly felt that Shering or Lewis are going to be there to win it, and he just closes them down every single time. As Sir Carson, sarcastic round of applause given there.
Torquay fans find their voice as it's sent into the box. And the deflection was, I think, on target. Needed stopping by James.
It's Danny Wright again that's causing all kinds of issues now. There are the fine margins that can sometimes go your way.
Hartlepool eager to avoid a 5th season running at this level. It would be a 3rd in Torquay's case, but Rhys Oates is really struggling now with cramp. Could do with one of his teammates helping you out. It has been such a long season, it goes without saying. His side were in pre-season training this very day. 12 months ago today, their season effectively began. Overstretched a bit there as well, Rhys Oates.
Pretty sure that every single Hartlepool fan watching just hopes there's a bit of cramp and a bit of fatigue in there.
Players Player of the Year at Hartlepool, Supporters Player of the Year, and in Adam Virgo's Team of the Year as well. Prestigious award.
Yeah. I'd say he's been absolutely brilliant.
Well, Danny Elliott is an option on the bench for Pools. He's not getting much sympathy from the Torquay fans, but he is on the Hartlepool supporters' side of the pitch there. Rhys Oates. He's had such a good season, he's been so influential, their top scorer, even played in goal, and didn't concede, did he, against Boreham Wood when he had to go in goal? They had a clear by Little. Cameron. Moxie. And it goes towards right. Little headed clear. Featherstone. 10 assists and 5 goals this season for Nicky Featherstone. So influential in so many ways in that midfield for Hartlepool. Closing down by Armstrong. Holohan first to it. And Winter comes away with it for Torquay. They've got a lock forward here as well. Hartlepool getting numbers back. Winter to Hall. Winter again. Good ball to Little. Moxie goes on the outside. Inside Little goes. He's hit it, but it was straight at the goalkeeper, James.
I think Moxie was just shouting at him maybe to try and do the reverse ball when he made the overlap around him. But you make the overlap to create space for the shot to happen as well. So you can understand why Armani Little takes this one on. See the left back get around him. Just felt the little reverse ball maybe would have been the better option, but shot on target.
Still no changes made by Gary Johnson. 20 minutes to go. Danny Elliott, I'm told, is going to be coming on shortly for Pools. Winter. It is going to be Rhys Oates coming off for Hartlepool as he struggles to shake off the effects of that bout of cramp. It's now the 4th year of the current playoffs format, and in that time, no side finishing outside of the top 2 playoff spots has achieved promotion. Will Hartlepool be the first? Armstrong has got Oates up with him, but how much Oates has got left, who knows? Just kept in. It's going to be some final 20 minutes, this.
You certainly see to see the activity now on the sidelines for both teams.
Well, Oates is indeed being replaced in the rain at Ashton Gate. They've got drizzle and brizzle. Elliott to come on then. Signed from Chester in April, Danny Elliott, 1 goal in 5 league games for Pools. This season was with Aston Villa and Forest as a youngster. Spent some time in the USA at North Carolina FC, also with the Long Island Rough Riders, one of the best names in football, that. Well played by Odusina, but then he loses it. Just 1 or 2 signs of a bit of legginess from some of the Hartlepool players. As Adam mentioned, they have come through the long route by the eliminators. 3rd game in the playoffs. Little now has found Winter. Randell hadn't anticipated, but Featherstone most definitely did. Into the box it goes towards Danny Wright. It's been so quiet today, really, by his standards, Danny Wright. But he's the type of centre forward who he just needs sometimes 1 chance to bounce for it. Having been quiet, he can still make all the difference. Armstrong. Elliott in the box.
I think Hartlepool needed that, Adam, because just a few tired passes now coming into play. And the ball was going up forward. You just didn't really see that midfield runners happening. Sterry was just kind of jogging forward. So game management now for Dave Challoner's side is going to be vitally important to almost see it out and then just try and take the initiative if Torquay are still behind, sending players forward.
Great cross by Ferguson, almost found Elliott. Sterry. Moxie sent it up towards right. You've got to push there off Odusina. and that'll get Torquay up the pitch.
Experienced play there from Danny Wright. Just one of those ones as a defender, just don't go and win it, just let him hold it up. He hasn't really got too many options around him. Now all of a sudden, give yourself a free kick. Lewis goes up, Shering goes up, Cameron's up there as well.
Will a chance drop for Torquay? Hartlepool lead, but by the slenderest of margins. To the edge of the box it goes. Hall won his flick on. Randell with the ball in towards Lemonhay Evans. Hall providing support. Lemonhay Evans ignores him. Shrugs off the challenge of Sterry. Randell. Shelton kept that in, and then he was caught right in front of the dugouts. We're going to see the yellow card shown here as well to Armani Little.
Something on afterwards. Shelton there, very high that one.
So I'm going to see a change made here with Ferguson being taken off. Fantastic season in that left wing back position for Hartlepool. He's contributed many assists, the only Pools player in the National League Team of the Year. Lost in the playoffs with York in the tier below last season, but could be victorious today, Ferguson, but replaced by Zane Francis Angol, who played in that 2019 Final Four, Dave Challoner, and he was on the losing side with Fylde. We're going to see a change made by Gary Johnson as well. Aaron Downs, the assistant at Torquay, with some last-minute instructions here for Angie Kimpioka. It's Cameron who makes way. Frustrating afternoon for him with those disallowed goals, but Kimpioka on here, still awaiting his first Torquay goal. It's on loan from Sunderland, the club managed by Lee Johnson, of course Gary Johnson's son. Elliott with the ball in, Armstrong couldn't grow enough. Jamaica that change, Adam. Kimpioka on, and he's kept right on as well.
Yeah, no surprise there, Adam. Just to put Lemonhay Evans out on the left-hand side, you've got the out ball now of Kimpioka, the pace that he can run in behind. And he's certainly got the out ball to Danny Wright to be physical, occupy the centre halves in those areas when the ball does go up long, and like just sit there.
It's going to be surely a long throw in here from Moxie. Plenty of belief from the Torquay supporters. In it goes towards Wright. Little. Moxie. Lemonhay Evans, can he come to the fore here for the goals? There's his cross. Lewis with the header forward to Lemonhay Evans. Hall. Little. Wright. Cleared by Francis Angol. Just a reminder that we have the UEFA Super Cup final coming up in August. Chelsea against Villarreal on the 11th of August. BT Sport 1 for that. A full season of National League action to come as well. All gets back underway on the 21st of August. Header down here to Kimpioka, supported by Asa Hall. He's forced him further wide than he would have liked. Moxie arrives in support, early cross in, he was caught late there. And the referee's going to want a word. at the very least. And a yellow card for the goal scorer, Luke Armstrong.
So it's a centre forwards challenge, that one, Adam. No complaint there with the yellow card. Just an honest tend to see that every single time, trying to get back and try and stop the cross coming as a centre forward.
He's got a good left foot, Moxie. Will it be him or Little who stood there as well? They look on in hope. How Torquay need a quality delivery here. Just over 10 minutes to go. Little takes it. Too close to the goalkeeper though.
Just some miscommunication there from who's expected to take it. No one really ran across that near post area when Little took it. Almost felt like the runs that were made was that he was going to come in from Dean Moxie instead.
Time running out. Gary Johnson's Torquay. 10 to go at Ashton Gate. Another free kick to the goals.
Silly free kick's given away now, but it's just important now that Torquay just don't force it. I know you're kind of stretching and you're gambling a little bit more. You just mentioned a minute ago, Adam, just a quality of delivery into the front players. Just had to hit with a little bit more quality now.
Header goes behind. It's tense, it's nervy at Ashton Gate. 10 minutes from the Football League. Hoping for their first promotion, Hartlepool, since 2007. You look at the clubs who've gone up by the playoffs in recent years and they've all made a good fist of it in the league. Harrogate, Salford, Tranmere, Forest Green. Although Grimsby, who went up in 2016, will be back in the National League next season. We'll have Southend in the National League as well. He's hoping to be an EFL manager. I say in 10 minutes time, probably be a little bit more than that, won't it? In terms of added time, but Torquay hoping to force extra time. Holohan. Shelton. Came off Lemonhay Evans. Came off Little. Asa Hall looking to play it through. Kimpioka. Right, getting back to his feet, hadn't been caught in the face. Holohan. Shelton. Elliott on the edge of the box. Overlapping run by Sterry. Armstrong beaten to it. Lemonhay Evans tracked out wide by Featherstone. Randell makes the run inside of him. Waiting maybe for Winter to get forward. Asa Hall. Little. Only one defeat in their last 17 matches for Torquay, but are they going to come up short just when it matters most? Lemonhay Evans wins a corner.
They've done well there, because so many times you see those little positions come up and they just try and force it. That's when you see 9 times out of 10 the likes of Gary Little win these physical battles. And that time they were a little bit more patient to try and open up an opportunity to get the ball forward and get an earlier cross in further up the field, but that's what he's all about, isn't he? Just that never give up, Danny Wright. Got a blow to the face, but still carrying on.
The referee kind of noticed that blood injury for Danny Wright, because I suspect he wouldn't be happy for him to carry on without it being patched up, but here comes that change then. So Moxie has come off, Andrews has come on, and Lewis has just come across to Gary Johnson out of your shot to just get an instruction here. Well, Andrews came on to good effect for the Gulls in the semi-final win over Notts. He's got 6 minutes to try and inspire a turnaround here. Plenty of movement in the Hartlepool box as the corner swung in. And it's a goal kick. He's going to need that sorting out, Danny Wright. Well, caught by Holohan, seems inadvertently caught. Featherstone. Elliott's ball inside, Shelton. He's got Armstrong up with him. Shelton has a go himself. Call. 5 to go.
Yeah, I mean, now the chance is going to open up for just one of those last-ditch challenges now. Moxie on, Andrews on, the defender out, so a goal on the break could certainly happen for Hartlepool.
Oh, another goal now for Hartlepool. Had come close to ending this as a contest with 4.5 minutes to go. Dave Challoner not happy with something. But it's his side who lead in the final 5 minutes at Ashton Gate. Coverland came for it, and it sat up nicely, and a good save by Coverland. Oh, given away by Little. Kimpioka will look to latch onto this. Well, the Torquay fans felt there was a handball there by Odusina. But Winter with the chance to get forward. Up it goes to Randell. Frantic final few minutes to go at Ashton Gate. Winter. Randell, that's a good cross. Wright was looking to get on the end of it. Lemonhay Evans. Hartlepool push back. Little again. Andrews. Little. Randell. Little left it, and it opened up for the shot! And it just sailed over. Randell close.
Very, very close, and again, it's just a patient build-up. Fatigue now settling in now to Hartlepool. Just opens up there for him nicely, strikes it well, but just couldn't get it on target.
Well, we've become used to late goals with Torquay this season. They've developed a reputation for finishing games strongly. They've even nicknamed it Gary time. They've won 12 matches this season with goals scored after the 80th minute. Will there be another late show from the Gulls? There has to be, or it's Hartlepool heading to the Football League. Billy Waters being thrown on in the closing stages. Player who's won a promotion with Cheltenham from this level with Gary Johnson in the past. It's Randell, he'll head back to Plymouth now. Who's come off? Andrews. Came off Sterry for a throw-in. Time very much of the essence for the Gulls. That's a nice ball, Lemonhay Evans. And back to Andrews. And his cross, and Kimpioka couldn't quite get to it, and Wright's in there. Lewis is up from the back, and behind it goes for a corner. Just over a minute to go.
Just little moments, Adam. I have to say, Gary Little's heading has been absolutely brilliant, just been in the right place at the right time when it's really mattered.
We're right in the middle of Gary time here. Can Torquay find a late equaliser? I'm told the expectation is for 6 minutes of added time. Andrews trying yet another cross. Hartlepool starting to hang on a bit here. Torquay throwing everything at it. Lemonhay Evans. Into the box it goes. They've got just about everybody forward here bar the goalkeeper Torquay. In towards Danny Wright. What is header? Oh! Has he not scored there, Waters? Was that their chance? Oh, this is edge of the seat stuff.
Fans below us, Adam, just cannot believe this chance. Armstrong plays him on, so he is onside. Wow. What a chance that was. Just a little touch there, it goes in, he just gets too much on it.
Fresh off the bench, he could have sent us to extra time there. You heard the roar, and the board went up for 6 minutes. Can Hartlepool hold out? Can Torquay find an equaliser? It's a whole season's work on the line. Its future's on the line. Flicked on by Wright. Andrews hit it early and dragged it wide.
Again, it's just another chance that you look at. Goes begging, this one more speculative. Much more of a harder chance. Considering certain what Andrews was trying to do.
They're having to dig deep out there. Donaldson, the club captain, the man who'll lift the trophy if Hartlepool can see this out, is about to come on. Holohan, I'm told, is the player who's due to be withdrawn. Chance for a long throw-in perhaps here. Here comes that change then, they'll be in no hurry to make it. So Holohan comes off here. And there's a man in his third full season as the club captain, Ryan Donaldson, who's coming on here. Sent on with one mission, just protect what we've got. Well, I'm sure have been the message from Dave Challoner. Little. Lewis came off right, it's bouncing about in there, and they're struggling to get it clear. Lemonhay Evans, and he's pulled it back, and they've got it clear again. They're holding out Hartlepool. Oh, that'll relieve the pressure because the decision has gone Hartlepool's way, and Lewis could be a spot of bother here. Well, the referee has decided not to dish out any punishment. He's on a yellow card, Lewis. Well, Gary Johnson, something of a promotion king, 6 times promoted. But is Torquay side about to fall short here? They're not done yet though, there's still time. Hartlepool holding out. Waters, who's giving it here to Little. Lewis, it's got to go long. It does go long. It's up towards Kimpioka. And it's going to be a corner. And Hartlepool keep their concentration. Coverland, the goalkeeper's been sent forward. And the Torquay fans will hope he can do an Allison here. Into the box it goes. Dealt with by Francis Angle.
Disappointing, Adam. Just at one moment, he needs to beat the first player, and he doesn't do that, Andrews.
Keeper stayed up here. Into the box it goes, and the keeper's won it! Oh my word! This is scarcely believable! I can't believe what I'm seeing! Coverland has equalised right at the end! Hartlepool thought they were there! The Football League was right in front of them, but Coverland has snatched it away!
I'm absolutely speechless, Adam. When you think you've seen everything in football, this happens. Unbelievable. They've just penned them back. I question the goalkeeper's position. He's getting nowhere near it. I said he was weak on coming for long balls and crosses. But I tell you what, take a bow, Lucas Coverland, because you are an absolute hero to Torquay United fans. Unbelievable.
Absolute bedlam at Ashton Gate when that went in. Somebody who played with Oscar, the former Chelsea player in Brazil's under-20s. He ain't bad at dancing either. Played with Coutinho, the former Liverpool player, once upon a time as well.
Well, you mentioned Allison, didn't you? You didn't think it was going to happen?
Unbelievable. Sometimes you doing this job, things happen, and just for a second you almost don't believe what you're seeing, and that was one of those moments. And we're all level in this promotion final, and we're heading for extra time. But from a Hartlepool perspective, Adam, how do you rouse yourself again after that?
Well, he'd be absolutely devastated, Dave Challoner. We're talking about the extra game. The fitness levels, they've given absolutely everything. They've defended 99.9% of everything that's gone forward.
It's stayed in play. It's Lemonhay Evans. They might even find a winner, yeah, Kimpioka. Andrews wants it. Lemonhay Evans gets it. Now it's Andrews. And now it's dropped for Waters. Andrews again. That's it. Full time. We're going to extra time. That man's late equaliser in Gary time. Hartlepool are deflated. Johnson's Torquay rescued it right at the death. Half an hour of this still to go. So 1-1, and you don't want to miss extra time. Thanks, Matt. Well, it's been the longest season ever. We might as well have another half an hour. But how Hartlepool, Adam, start extra time is going to be very, very interesting, because they're the team they've got to somehow lift themselves.
Well, they certainly do, and the substitutions that Dave Challoner made was almost just to kind of see that goal advantage that they had out, and the changes that Gary Johnson made. The balance of his sides seems better suited. But it honestly, just that momentum completely changes now, because you've worked so hard. We're talking about the extra game that Hartlepool have played, but it's the mindset now. This is when you look at your Featherstones, your Liddles, your Donaldsons and players like that to really, really step up.
Little. Winter's forward. Over towards Winter it went. And behind for a goal kick.
It's a great diagonal there from Little. Just a bit more belief there from Winter, just to hit it back across into an area. Waters was there, Kimpioka was there as well.
Will be a much shorter summer break for whichever of these two clubs goes up. The League Two season scheduled to start on the 7th of August. The new National League campaign is on the 21st of August. That begins. For those that do go up, they won't mind the fact that they've got that little bit less summer holiday time. The prize of EFL promotion is such a precious one, and Hartlepool were, what, a minute and a half away. Lemonhay Evans. The life of a football supporter. Goodness me. Ups and downs. It is a true roller coaster ride. A lot more lows than there are highs, and Hartlepool thought that they were close to one of the biggest highs, certainly in their club's modern history. Torquay to send it into the box, came off right. It is so hard to get out of the National League. There is such a bottleneck full of big ex-Football League clubs. It's just hard to even overemphasise how big this half an hour is for these
It's absolutely massive, Adam. It really is. I spoke about the sides coming into these playoffs, and I could almost compare them to what was in the League Two playoffs. And the size of the clubs now we have in this league. Now we're joined again by Grimsby and Southend coming down from League Two. So it's only going to get harder and harder.
Grimsby and Southend have just come down. Winter opened up for the shot, and it came off Johnson and Kimpioka and Winter and Waters! Great block. Brilliant defending. They've got more to do though. Elliott. Hartlepool need an outball here. It's all Torquay at the minute.
What a block that was from Gary Liddle, by the way, Adam.
Brilliant. In it comes again, cleared again, this time by Johnson. Shilton with the header. Armstrong was being held and wisely went down for a bit of respite and a free kick.
Oh, he's been absolutely brilliant today. I mean, he really has. The leadership, I mentioned him and Featherstone in this extra time period. Look at that. Just absolutely brilliant.
Elliott. Francis Angol ignored. Inside to Nicky Featherstone. His experience is now so important in this sort of situation. Francis Angol goes on the outside. Well, it was not a bad ball at all, that. Nobody really anticipated it. Kimpioka.
That was a great ball. I know the momentum is with Torquay United, but you have to keep your concentration as well. Because that was a great ball from Francis Angol there. Just the runs were just a little bit too early.
Little. Asa Hall wants it. Winters inside. Andrews was asking for it too. He decided to hit it, but got right underneath it there, Andrews.
That was good shape there from Hartlepool. The ball to left and right there, but decision making not the best option there from Jake Andrews.
Five minutes then we've had in the first period of extra time. What did we say earlier on? Playoff finals never let us down, do they? Where will this storyline take us next? Well, there's still time. It could still turn from dejection to elation for Hartlepool yet. Sterry's cross. And Donaldson got something on it, but not enough. Francis Angle looking to hit the byline, pulled over a good cross, and Donaldson hits it, and Armstrong was there too. Torquay scramble it clear. Donaldson, Shelton, Hartlepool having a go now. Do not take your eyes off this for a second. Featherstone up to Elliott.
Kind of difficult to get in the game second half, Luke Armstrong, but another quick reminder. Switch off for that split second. Just want to see him getting on the end of it. He's just buzzing up there, doesn't he? Probably just got a little bit of his shirt before Armstrong could certainly get there, but it's a timely reminder for Torquay United not to switch off.
Waters with the pass, Little, Andrews down the left. Crossing towards Kimpioka, the goalkeeper came a long way, but a good take. Hi James, what was your take on the equaliser, Adam, in terms of the goalkeeper?
Yeah, I mean, you come into that area there, you're not going to get nowhere near it. A couple of times against Bromley in the first eliminator game, he looked a little bit vulnerable. Times I've seen him this season, especially from crosses and corners. I thought it was decision making. Just stay on your line there, let your defenders deal with that. You're too far out. You've got to go into those body of players. You've got to try and win it, and you got nowhere near it.
Armstrong, Sterry, Featherstone, Sterry, deflected, and Elliott was there. Well, there was some appeals going on there. There was some suggestion of handball from the Hartlepool supporters, but it's a corner that's been given.
I thought it fell there to Danny Elliott when Sterry struck it. It's one of those looping, awkward ones. You do see a hand, don't you? I'm sharing.
Been some big calls in this game. Been busy. Simon Mather. Featherstone takes it, Coverland gathers it. And two Brazilian goalkeepers in the latter stages of the domestic season who've scored big goals. Of course, Allison for Liverpool. That's a good pass, and Torquay look threatening here. Who's going to step forward and be a match-winning hero, you wonder? Gary Johnson and Dave Challoner, two such experienced men in the game. They must have thought they'd seen it all. Step forward, Lucas Conlon. Hartlepool looking to get forward with Shelton. Elliott had peeled wide. Donaldson's arrived in the box. Featherstone. 10 gone in the first period of extra time. Sterry. Winter met it with his head. Flipped by right and off goes Waters. He's got Kimpioka central. Wright's up there as well. Hartlepool have got numbers back. I'm surprised he didn't really go for that. Waters, one of the freshest players on the pitch, having only come on towards the end of the 90 minutes. Little certainly has toed and froed so far in extra time. Waters. All right. First touch took him away from goal. Waters hit it. Gathered in at the second attempt by James. Kimpioka was looking to gobble up any spill there.
Centre forward play there from Danny Wright. Waters run really, really well. To say it's a decent hand there from Brad James. Great first touch there from Waters, great strike as well. To say that was a good save. It's a soft left hand there that stopped the ball going out.
It's a big call really from Dave Callanan to keep James in the sights with, of course, Killick fit again now. His regular first choice keeper, Andrews, is struggling here. Just to remind you, you do get an extra substitution in extra time.
He does seem in a lot of discomfort, Adam.
Another one of the players who came on in the closing stages of the 90. Well, his reaction would suggest that I'd be surprised if he carries on here, Andrews. He's waving over to the bench to say, don't bring me off. Well, he's saying it in the clearest possible terms as well. And apologies for that. I'm told, the word is down on the touchline, that the physio has told Andrews he needs to come off, but the player is saying, well, as you've seen, no. It's the managers, as well as the players, but particularly the managers who it all rests on, Adam, in this sort of atmosphere, this sort of occasion, where keeping your head has got to be so difficult.
Well, he's adamant, isn't he? He's fine to carry on.
How much do you trust the player, though, in this sort of circumstance?
I think concussions, I think you have to take the appeal of the experts. It's cool afterwards. But the adrenaline's going in your body. Certainly looked a sore gash on his leg there, and he certainly is caught afterwards from Danny Elliott.
Well, it was that reaction that suggested to me that he wouldn't be able to carry on, but well, we'll see. Asa Hall, the captain, has come across, and I just wonder whether he's saying to him, come on, for the team, maybe it isn't wise that you carry on. Gary Johnson, well, he does have Luke Molyneux still on the bench, and the other player there is his sub-goalkeeper. Sorry, that's Hartlepool, excuse me. He's got Buse is there, MacDonald, I meant to say, the substitute goalkeeper. Andrews already brought on, Kimpioka and Waters already brought on, but as we say, in extra time can make that extra change. There is Buse.
I mean, the fact he's down for this period of time, Adam,
quite an unusual situation, this. I have seen it before where a player is refusing to come off, but it puts his manager in a really difficult position here.
I've been in this position myself, Adam, and I'm sure the boys have as well. That you want to carry on and you don't want to go off, almost seems every player now is saying for him to go off.
The abuse is being called over by Gary Johnson. So we're going to have a minimum of 4 minutes added time. There's probably going to be even more than that because this isn't close to being sorted out yet. It's the season that never ends, Adam. I have to say, from a Hartlepool perspective, they've surprised me in terms of how they've reacted, because they had started to look a little bit leggy, understandably, even before the equaliser, and you can only imagine how gut-wrenching that equaliser. I think their reaction's been good.
Yep, I can concur with that, Adam. To concede a last-minute goal anyway, at the best of times, is hard, especially, and then the goalkeeper goes and scores, and you feel you're almost there in the Football League, and then you have to go again. And this is the mental side of the game that players are learning more and more now to deal with. But I must admit, every time they get into Torquay's final third and the ball out wide, you kind of feel that they are creating opportunities and creating chances.
Still looks like he's requiring some persuasion here, Andrews, to come off. I'm hearing now that the problem is a really bad cut, which of course we can't see. But I'm not surprised when you look at the way the studs rake down his leg. Which was accidental, we should say, as well.
No, nothing more than that. The longer this goes on, it just gives Hartlepool just a bit of recuperation and a bit of time just to get themselves together.
It's been stitched on the pitch here. Are you surprised that the referee has not intervened in some way here?
Yes. But you do need to see the magnitude of the injury.
Which we haven't, and it's difficult, obviously, to give a firm view in those circumstances, but we wish Jake Andrews all the best. It's obviously very painful for him. And it's a credit to him as a competitor, someone so desperate to win, to be there for his team, to want to see this through, both for him personally and his team collectively. It's almost hard to quantify, to put into words what these games, these occasions mean at this level of football. There are bigger games in football. We only need to look maybe to the Euros for that right now, but in terms of what it means to the specific clubs and their supporters involved, it doesn't really get much bigger. Promotion to the Football League is so precious, so short after.
Well, it is. I mean, I put this on par in terms of what it means to football clubs for the Championship sides going into the Premier League. Because of only the two going up, it's even harder to do. Mentioned about the strength of the league, but this changes financially for players, changes financially for the football club as well.
Well, let's hear from the boys, and Matt, I'm sure they've got plenty to say. Yeah, you just don't know what's going to happen next here, do you? Our best wishes to Jake Andrews. Abuse is on. He's used to coming off the bench. He's come on as a sub in 3 of the last 8 games. It was a 9-minute stoppage, that, by the way. Francis Angle. Donaldson. Featherstone. Francis Angle. We stood up a decent cross, but over the head of Elliott. He'll come out here to Featherstone. Sterry with the header. Odusina. Good point that the guys were making there, that it will have done Hartlepool some good to just, all that's happened, compose themselves, get some rest as it's hit by Shelton. Had the best part of 10 minutes where we had no play.
I think you find I said that first and they just copied me again. But yeah, I think you're right. It's just in terms of the momentum now that it's almost like when the bell goes in boxing and you just kind of just gives yourself time to regroup again and just get that energy levels back, because as Aaron said, they were really out on their feet. You've just seen there Featherstone passing it out wide, then getting across into the box.
Waters. Winter. Waters. Free kick to Hartlepool, now by Waters. Kimpioka's made a run. He's got the pace to get there. Been tracked out by Odusina. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And into the box he goes. And Wright's waiting. And it's going to be a corner.
That's a great ball over the top there. That's what Kimpioka's going to do. Stretch play. Really test the likes of Odusina down one side, Johnson down the other. Does well there, Jamie Sterry, because it's one of those ones you want to just try and get your toe in and try and get something on it, but just holds the challenge off.
It's Wright, who has no number on his back after having to change his shirt in the 6-yard box. He waits, the flick on. And they'll keep it going here. Waters, good block. Important that from the forwards. Elliott back defending. Lewis looks to go to the byline and wins a corner off Featherstone. It goes.
Oh, don't want that, Nicky Featherstone. He's been excellent in that midfield area. Just trying to keep the team together, just keep the momentum going. Doing that defensive duty, he does so well.
He was your man of the match, wasn't he, in the playoff semi-final, that win over Stockport. Little to take it. Make their move in, several players, as it comes off Johnson. Out to Winter. Up the whistle goes for half-time in extra time. Lucas Coverland's equaliser right at the end of normal time, forcing us into that extra half an hour where we had that injury to Andrews. Another 15 minutes, maybe even penalties to go yet at Ashton Gate. You don't want to go anywhere. Half-time and extra time then. It remains all square in this promotion final. Hartlepool 1, Torquay 1. Yeah, just to echo what Aaron said there, I couldn't agree more. These, for me, have been the best National League playoffs I've ever seen, certainly since the new format. And do you know what, Adam? I think, yes, we've had great games, but the supporters, what a difference the supporters have made, and how big this 15 minutes is for these two sets of supporters.
Oh, absolutely massive. It's just now to character, desire, and just giving absolutely everything that you have to just try and find yourself that winner with a bit of quality. I hope it is that, not a mistake, Adam, that decides this game, if it's going to be decided in extra time.
Sterry with the throw-in. Shelton. Featherstone. Well, it might drop for Elliott. Oh, there were several in there for Hartlepool.
I do get that feeling though, Adam, when Hartlepool in the final third and crosses go into the box, Torquay look a little bit nervous.
Well, whoever goes up today, it's been a season of big progress for both these clubs. Torquay ended the previous campaign 14th, runners-up this time round. Hartlepool ended up 12th last season, 4th this time. Even for the team that doesn't go up, there is a big platform on which to build. But how desperate they are to reach the promised land of the Football League. Lemonhay Evans. Quite kept him by Yoka. I wonder if Coverland's on a goal bonus. He'd happily give him one, I'm sure.
Oh, sure.
I suppose we have to say that word, penalties, and you have to wonder whether the managers, I'm sure they already know who their penalty takers will be.
Yep. So there's one thing having penalty takers, the next thing for players to put their hand up and put themselves in that situation.
Why not penalties? Right. Winter. Hall. Buse to Lemonhay Evans. Overhit the cross. Donaldson. Sterry spotted the run. Elliott. Just a foul there by Elliott on Lewis.
To do a similar job to what Kimpioka's doing, just chasing everything down.
Flick on by right. Kimpioka couldn't make it stick. Odishina. Armani Little was a National League South playoff winner. Woking against Wellingham, remember, he scored a free kick in that game. Just wonder whether somebody, that was from 25 yards, that free kick. Just wonder whether somebody could produce real moments of quality to win this in what remains. And I think you just said, Adam, you just hope, you really hope, after all that we've seen now, that it isn't a mistake from somebody that proves costly. I say that, of course, from a neutral perspective. Sterry preparing a long throw. Got plenty in there. Pulls. Distance on it. And is it going to drop? Well, the referee has given a free kick. I think it was for a high boot there.
It's on Joe Lewis there. Ready to go in. What we need to do is send half Adam, stick the head in where he can be hurt.
Just gone a little bit flat, hasn't it?
It's bound to, Adam.
I expected too much. Put us in the players' minds here, Adam. What are you thinking in terms of penalties? How hard you've had to work?
Yeah, it's just everything, and I think just be one of the ones to put your hands up. Just make it easier for the manager to make the decision. To have five hands up to take it, rather than just them picking somebody that doesn't really want to take it. Does that put more pressure on him?
Armstrong looking to put a bit of pressure on, and Coverland came out of his area. Won another header.
The text message from one of his old managers, Adam Hinchwood, said he always thought himself as a bit of a centre forward.
One of the moments of the season, isn't it? At any level. Sterry's cross. Francis Angle. Hartlepool have certainly shown great character since that equaliser. They looked to get back in front here. It bounced off Elliott. Hall to Waters. Hall, the captain again. The intention, I think, was to use the considerable pace of Kimpioka, but some way of finding him that pass.
Yeah, Lemon Hay, just down the left-hand side was maybe the better ball, then to try and stretch it out that to that right-hand side. They're still trying to get behind their side.
Both sets of supporters have been magnificent, but you have to give so much credit to the Hartlepool fans when you consider it's a 10-hour round trip for them. In fact, it's so far that the club even chartered a flight. Kimpioka chasing down. That flight, by the way, the tickets were £335 each, and it's sold out. An hour and a quarter it takes from Teesside Airport to Bristol. Players and supporters digging deep here. Waters. Armstrong will chase it, but across came Lewis. Tension, the pressure is palpable, isn't it? You wouldn't know it from Dave Challoner, that. You would know it from some of the supporters, though. Hartlepool able to make another change in extra time. We told Luke Molyneux was going to be coming up. We're around 6 minutes away here from penalties, and all the players, so many of them now, are struggling. A season that's lasted 12 months if we include pre-season. It's going to catch up with you at the end of an absolute marathon of a season, a marathon of a game like this.
It just seems now that, as we mentioned, that Hartlepool players look pretty fatigued and pretty tired now. You can clearly see the Torquay United players are the same as well.
Will a chance drop for somebody? Oh, that's really nicely done by Francis Angle. And the cross is too close to Coverland. Is there also a sense as a player, Adam, with 5 to go in extra time, that you don't want to take a risk? You don't want to be that man who makes that mistake. Can lead it to be quite cagey in the second period, often of extra time.
Of course it is. I mean, you won't really see the ball getting down, getting played, little balls around it. It's just those ones that are just, it's a safety ball into the channel.
Right with the throw-in, he's found Waters. Waters with the cross. And it'll be a corner. 5 to go.
Yeah, well done there, Danny Wright, because you just took it quickly for Billy Waters. As you mentioned, just to take your time and then get everybody up. Just a quick throw there. Just kicked Hartlepool on the back foot. Just one of those unfortunate deflections that just comes off your own player.
Scored so late on in normal time. Can they now do it in extra time? Torquay. Sense of anticipation around Ashton Gate, certainly from those in yellow. Little's ball in, dealt with though at the near post very well. Kept in play. Little to send another one into the box. And they're both appealing, it's another corner. Hartlepool under a bit of pressure here in the closing stages.
Yeah, it's a great ball in that from Armani Little, just really dug it out and just threw it in there. And they're right again, what they're trying to aim for.
All the work they do during the season, working on set pieces, working on concentration, on organisation, so key here for Hartlepool. Torquay hope it will drop for them. Plenty of pace on that, and the header is off target, and it's a goal kick. Hartlepool can breathe again.
Yeah, difficult chance that for Danny Wright. Just gets caught underneath it a little bit there because he couldn't then generate the power back towards goal.
Penalties are coming. As if we've not had enough drama. I'm shattered, I've not kicked a ball. It's been sliced by Little. And up the pitch, Torquay get. Buse. Lemonhay Evans. Another slice clearance.
Just a tight clearance there.
Those legs must be so heavy out there, particularly for the Hartlepool players who remember have had an extra game in the playoffs. Torquay putting the pressure on in the closing stages here. 2 minutes to go. All being dried off here for Lewis. Plenty of pace on it. Lewis might meet it with his head this time, he did, and the keeper's come for it. Good claim that time by James.
Yeah, well done there. Just when you need the goalkeeper, just to relieve the pressure. Brad James does that brilliantly.
Off Johnson for a throw-in. Supporters won't be able to take too much more of this. It's into the towards the edge of the box it went. Elliott. Armstrong. Was he caught there? He was. Now this could be really interesting as we move into the final minute of extra time. Armstrong's won a free kick that's going to give Hartlepool the chance to stick it in the box.
Dave Challoner looking at his watch. Well played there, Luke Armstrong, because he's certainly taken one for the team there.
I think he's going to need a minute here. long as he needs after that. So we're heading to added time and extra time. Yeah, that's right, Dave. There's not long left now. Molyneux's ready to come on. Something of a penalty-taking specialist. But could Hartlepool win it here, right at the end? Covolan some way off his line. Into the box it goes. So many forwards. And Johnson puts it back in the box, and then it came off the back of Donaldson. It was on target. Well, the reaction of Elliott says it all. It's a corner, but it could have been more.
Oh, I could have gone anywhere, this one, Adam. I think it's Danny Wright in the end that just gets a block on it that he won't know too much about. Just strikes the thigh and goes wide. I said they have looked nervous every time that Hartlepool have gone into their half, into their box.
Nervy end to the game now for Torquay. That change being made then. Odusina, the player, is going to be replaced by Molyneux, perhaps with penalties in mind. In the 32nd minute of extra time. Surely this will be the last chances. In it goes again. And the keeper spilled it off the line. Was it over? Goodness me. Another heart-in-mouth moment. And that's it. They cannot be separated. And it is going to go to penalties. It has just been a quite remarkable game of football. Hartlepool thought they were in the Football League after that goal in the first half from Armstrong, but Covolan's equaliser took us to extra time. No goals in extra time. And now, whoever's to go up, it will be decided by spot kicks.
Hey, how much do we work, Johnny? Come on. Come on, boys, come on, come on. Got this, yeah. Come on. Hey, I got it. Yeah. Together. Everyone fucking together. Come on.
Yeah, Nicky Featherstone, the current longest serving player at Pools, as part of the side relegated, desperate to get the club back into the Football League, and he goes first. Up against Coverland, Featherstone for Hartlepool, saved! Dream start for Torquay in the shootout!
Well, he's playing the mind games, isn't he? Before he takes it, it's a comfortable height, isn't it?
Geeing up the crowd as well. Waters to put a goal up. Oh, he slipped! The stuff of nightmares for Waters. And it remains goalless in the shootout.
Well, it's a John Terry moment, isn't it? Well, in being for the save, the next penalty is absolutely crucial, and Hartlepool been given a lifeline.
This is just the game that keeps on giving. Armstrong now, Hartlepool's goal scorer in the first half. Saved! All three penalties haven't been scored, and Coverland is having the day of his life out there.
Well, he's certainly enjoying himself now, isn't he? Just got to be careful, stay on your line to not give any improvisation there. Back to Hartlepool.
Danny Wright now, placing it with precision. A brace in the semi-final against Notts. Danny Wright. Ah! Off the bar! I've never seen anything like this. That look says it all. 4 penalties, none scored.
Wow. Puts his laces through, but just leaning back and strikes it against the bar.
Shelton to go next. Being psyched out perhaps by Coverland. This time it does hit the back of the net, and Hartlepool lead in the shootout.
Oh, well done there, Mark Shelton. Mind games again from Lucas Coverland. Thinking it was going to go down the middle, opens his body out nicely, and finally we see a penalty hit the back of the net.
It's the Torquay captain, Asa Hall, their top scorer this season. Can he convert it? He can! All square. Emphatic, that strike.
Well, he is the penalty taker for the club. Now holding back straight down the middle. Big penalty.
They've had 3 penalties each. It's 1-1 in the shootout. Sterry, who, in his own words, has had the most enjoyable year of his career at Hartlepool. Only joined them in December. To put Pauls back in front. Confident penalty. Really well taken. Coverland beaten this time.
Yeah, quality penalty. Never too sure off a short run up, but when you strike it like that, you can run up to it how you want. Just composes himself for that split second, goes into the side net in there. No one saves that one.
Lewis steps forward for the goals. The pressure unrelenting. Can he convert? He does. That's a really good penalty. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way.
That was a pressure penalty there for Joe Lewis, because he knew he had to score. Otherwise the miss will put the momentum right back to Hartlepool with a winning penalty. Confident there.
So next up, it's the man who was brought on specifically to take a penalty. Luke Molyneux. Great strike. And Hartlepool lead 3-2. This Torquay's 5th spot kick. So much pressure on it. Has to score. Armani Little forward to take it. Some of the Torquay fans can't look. Oh, you wouldn't know the pressure that was on that.
I'll tell you what, the most pressured penalty is the best one that's been taken so far. He's had an outstanding afternoon's work, capped off with a brilliant penalty.
So into sudden deaths we go. Danny Elliott, who came on as a substitute, up against Coverland. Elliott for Hartlepool. Scores. Again, the goalkeeper sent the wrong way. And the pressure's heaped back on Torquay again now.
It's a confident penalty. Just noting that Coverland just starting to step off his line a little bit now. So he's got to be careful.
Well, it's the Torquay player who made it into the National League Team of the Year, Lemon Hay Evans. Some of them are looking through their fingers. Lemon Hay Evans must score. And he does. Precise. All square again.
Well, another confident penalty. In fairness to Torquay United, when they have to take it well, they've done it. And now you get into the ones, Adam, where they maybe haven't put their hands up, and they're the ones out to take responsibility.
Not what it means. Donaldson, the club captain, the man who will lift the trophy if Hartlepool win it. Donaldson for Pauls. Brilliantly taken.
And the more pressure that's been put on these players, the quality's just shown again. And that's a quality penalty there from Ryan Donaldson that now puts the pressure back onto Torquay again.
Well, it's Matt Buse who steps up with the score at 5-4 in the shootout in sudden death. Buse has to score or Hartlepool are going up. Buse. Oh, he's kept it out! Pools are promoted! Hartlepool are heading back to the Football League. Dave Challoner's made the dreams of all poolies come true. Misery for Torquay and Buse. From utter dejection in added time at the end of normal time to now elation for Dave Challoner. A club back where they feel they belong. So many years of disappointment, so much frustration, now replaced by sheer elation. Hartlepool are a Football League club again.
Well, absolutely brilliant, Adam. Talking about the emotion of the game, talk about what it means to these fans and what it means to these players. We have been treated to an absolute unbelievable final that had absolutely everything in it. Every single player played their part, but that man there has taken this club forward in ginormous strides. And that man there, well, the experience that he's shown and how far he's taken Torquay this season is there to be seen. The fans on the pitch, you don't want to see these scenes, Adam, because it almost takes it away from the game, the quality that both of these sides have been. He's been absolutely unbelievable, Gary Little, in the centre of that defence. Brilliant game, great advert for the league yet again, and congratulations to Hartlepool.
Well, Dave Challoner, after the initial burst of celebration, in tears now. We've met Dave many times, Adam, the pair of us. We know what this will mean to him. We know how hard he works. And there is the reward in the end. But what a part Torquay have played in all of this. Incredible drama. You just hope that the supporters, I can understand in some ways the complete release of emotion. Their last promotion back in 2007, but they will have to get off the pitch quickly here. But from a Torquay perspective, what, I mean, could a goalkeeper have a better day without being on the winning side?
No. So he played his part massively.
But how long Hartlepool have waited for this, what this means to this football club.
Oh, it's a huge club, Adam. They had to wait a long time. They found it difficult in the first time that they come down.
So here is the save that has put Hartlepool back and taken them back to the promised land of the Football League. Buse denied by the on-loan goalkeeper. It was a big call by Challoner to pick him ahead of Ben Killip, who was fit again, the first choice keeper. But just look at that wave of emotion. So Hartlepool promoted. Let's get some reaction then down pitch side with Jeff Brazier.
Brad, have you ever played in a game of football like that? We're still catching our breath.
No, honest, I don't know what to say. I mean, roller coaster of emotions. You've seen that goal in the last minute, you'd think it's gone, but the lads worked hard in the last 30 minutes and then just got into penalties, and then luckily just gone the right way and saved. I'm honestly, best feeling in the world.
It was a really extraordinary penalty shootout as well, with the first 4 penalties being missed. What was going through your mind when you faced that last all-important penalty? Yeah,
well, I knew he was to win it, and I knew, seeing him stepping up, and he looks that way, and I'm just committed that one way, and I've just dove there and saved, and I don't know what happened after that.
Well, listen, you've sent Hartlepool into the Football League, or back into the Football League, so congratulations. You played a pivotal role in the game, actually, before that. They had a few chances disallowed, maybe rightly or wrongly. What's your views on that?
Honestly, I'm sorry I didn't even hear what you said there, but I just want to say, can I just say, like, credit these lads, because they dug me out there in them last 30 minutes after that goal.
What did they dig you out from?
Just that last goal, you see. When I come there and they score, I mean, if I stayed, then who knows, I'd probably save it. So they work hard for everyone, and just thankful that it's happened the way it has.
If it wasn't for the save and what the lads done, would you have gone home with some regrets today?
Oh, I wouldn't have slept for a week, honest.
But when you turn around and you see the Hartlepool fans celebrating, knowing you was a massive part of that today, how does that feel?
Look at that, unbelievable. Look at it.
Brad, congratulations, well done for what you've done today, congratulations. Nicky Featherstone, Hartlepool captain, how are you feeling?
Oh, it's a bit surreal, to be fair. I've been here 7 years now. It's been a real struggle, and I was in that squad that got relegated from the Football League. And for me, personally, it's just happy to be in a squad that gets us back where we belong.
I mean, talk about character, Nicky. That whole performance has embodied it. You were seconds from going through, then you had to deal with the disappointment of Coverland going and scoring that goal.
Yeah, I don't know how long was left, to be honest, maybe a minute or two. Is that what it was? Yeah. The gaffer, to be fair, regrouped us, and I think we had a few chances ourselves in that extra time, but I'm buzzing for Brad because it was difficult, the goalie. He was disappointed with it, and
he said you dug him out.
Oh, that's me. Horrible man sometimes, me. But
no, dug him out of trouble.
Oh, I'm not sure about that, but he's saved the winning penalty in the end, which I'm buzzing for him.
Hey, talk to me about Challoner and his effect this season generally. You've been at the club, obviously this is your second spell as well. How well has he done? How important has he been?
I think his record speaks for itself. I think every full season that he's had, he's managed to get the playoffs minimum, so it tells you what type of guy he is. He doesn't let standards drop at all. He's on to us day in, day out, and I think you can tell that we're a fit group of lads going into that extra time.
And to have come through playing that elimination game as well, knowing that you had to really earn it and play the third game, could you have done it a harder way?
No, definitely not. We missed an opportunity to finish in that top three in the last 4 or 5 games. But what a way to go up, playoffs. If you can guarantee to go up through the playoffs, I think it's the best way. Like you say, it's been a long season. I think we came back on the 20th of June last year, 20th of June this year, and it's been a full year long.
Nicky, I've been looking forward to reeling this stat out, but what is it about you and your team that when you go up in front, you basically, I think it's 25 games now, haven't been on the losing side?
I don't know what it is, to be honest. We're a front foot team, and if we can get ahead early on, we do tend to defend well. We've got some experienced players at the back with Gary Liddell talking people through. Sterry's been unbelievable. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I couldn't tell you.
Nicky, congratulations. You've taken Hartlepool to the EFL. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Top man.
Come back next year, I think you will.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. That's what it's all been about. What a day, what a game, what a sense of occasion. And it's all because of how precious the prize is. A place in the Football League, so sought after, so hard to get. It's almost become a cliche, Adam, hasn't it, how hard this league is to get out of. And it's why games like this mean so much.
Oh, man, it means absolutely everything. And we've seen teams get into promotion finals like Fylde and get relegated the next season. We've seen teams get into the playoffs, and we don't see them for a long time. We've seen teams get into the playoffs and end up in the relegation zone. So the turnover in a season in the National League in particular can be very, very different. One year you're signing players that come and do jobs, and other seasons they come and they don't quite do it. So this is why it's just so important to try and see this out and get yourself promotion. I mean, they've been absolutely brilliant. We talk about the best footballing side in the league, and I look at Hartlepool, the way that they've improved from the start of the season to where they finished the season under Dave Challoner. The signing of Armstrong was absolutely vital in that. Sterry coming in as well, the three in midfield. I mean, there's a case for absolutely everything that they've done this season. And they've had to grind it out as well, because there's been good teams. And they've beaten good teams to get here. In Bromley, in Stockport, and Torquay United this afternoon. For me, they've got the best manager in the league in Dave Challoner. He's absolutely brilliant. The record speaks for itself. But I have to say, it was a magnificent game of football that we were part of today.
Yeah, just staggering what we've seen here at Ashton Gate, how it delivered on its potential. And we're going to see, of course, Donaldson, the club captain, come forward, who's largely to make do with the role as a substitute this season. Nicky Featherstone has worn the armbands, and they're both there as well. Well, hopes and dreams of Hartlepool supporters have come true today. Pools are promoted. The National League playoff winners. Up to the Football League they go. Now they can relax. Now they can celebrate. In the game, they went from the lowest low to the highest of highs. Hartlepool promoted back to the Football League.
I've been there myself, being promoted via the playoffs, and it's the best way to go. It really is. The whole emotion of the whole day, what it means to the fans, the travelling fans that have been through so much this season. And for him there as well, Adam, I said he's the best manager in the National League, and he's proved it yet again. He's come in and done an absolute magnificent job. Look at the emotion, what it means to him, and to the players, and to all the fans. And we wish them well in League Two.
Yeah, what an end to the most remarkable of football seasons. The final domestic fixture of the 2020-2021 season. It certainly lived up to its billing, lived up to its potential. And big congratulations to Hartlepool United, Matt.
He's got it before.
Behind the red on the bottom. Oh yeah. Oh, I can see him, Danny. On the back. Oh, he's top one. Yeah, yeah. He never missed one.
Carries on and then he hits it and it came off Armstrong, who's turned and scored! Luke Armstrong for Hartlepool pulls break the deadlock in the promotion final. Keeper stayed up here, into the box it goes and the keeper's won it! Oh my word! This is scarcely believable! I can't believe what I'm seeing! Cormalan has equalised right at the end! Buse has to score or Hartlepool are going up. Oh, he's kept it out! Pools are promoted! Hartlepool are heading back to the Football League!
Dave, you look delirious. Can you describe the emotions you're feeling at the moment?
I can't, honestly. Listen, I probably knew, regardless of the result, I was going to be crying at the end of the day. It's not a great space to go into a game into, but there's so much on it. I wish we'd have won it half an hour, 45 minutes earlier, to be honest. But we've had to come through adversity, and when you do that, there's no better feeling.
You were literally seconds from doing it in normal time. What was going through your mind when their goalkeeper goes up and scores that goal?
You don't want to know. I was probably cheering when Alisson did it for Liverpool, as I'd been a Liverpool fan, and then all of a sudden it comes back and bites you on the backside. But listen, Brad will take the blame for that in terms of coming and not getting there. But then he's made up for it in the penalty shootout, which is someone's got to be a hero. And again, I suppose like football works, you almost go from villain to hero in less than 45 minutes.
You've got a squad full of heroes there during the course of the season, and obviously what you achieved today. You've constantly dealt with disappointment, and you've had to come over things and bounce back, and you've done that so well that you're now in the Football League.
Yeah, listen, there's no better stage than to do it. You're going to be tried and tested. We'd spoken about it before the playoff scenario in terms of the last two games. We've not really been challenged, if you like. We had a little bit of adversity when we had 3-0 to 3-1 against Bromley, but we obviously went in front of Stockport and held on. I was disappointed with our second half, because that goal was probably coming from half time, and the players made the decision to defend the goal, which I wasn't overly happy about, and then things can come back and bite you. Thankfully, we can learn lessons from it in the ultimate victory.
Losing Rhys Oates as well, that looked like that could be pivotal. Was you worried?
I suppose you go into the game knowing, especially with Oatesy, the type of player he is, to get him through 90 minutes, it's debatable anyway, so you're probably expecting that you're going to have to make changes. You hope that the game's won, if you like, by the time you have to make them changes. It wasn't, so we had to then, I suppose, do things a little bit differently in the extra time. It became a bit nervy, a bit tense, and then, listen, to win on penalties is an amazing feeling.
Dave, you know, I just saw you embracing the family. I can see what it means to you personally. Can you just describe what you feel like you've achieved?
This is the hard bit, innit? I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for them. To have the support, like I say, of them, it's been a long journey to get here, and they play an awful, well, the biggest part in that. And sometimes, from my perspective, maybe don't show that enough. So to be able to celebrate with everyone today is brilliant. And like I say, to become a Football League team again and become a Football League manager is something I'll treasure for the rest of my life.
I mean, how proud does it make you feel like you're going to now prepare for a season in the Football League? It's no doubt what you've been aiming for the last 10 years that you've been managing. Yeah,
of course it is. The hard bit will be telling the players they're back in next week. That'll be tough, but things turn around quickly. Like I said, this squad, if we hadn't gone up, would have been dismantled. Hopefully, with us becoming that Football League team, we can keep some of it together and build. And as with everyone, we're a little bit greedy, aren't we? So look to go again and hopefully have a good run and carry momentum into next season.
Dave, congratulations today and good luck next year.
Cheers, Jeff. Thank you. Thanks, mate.
And you won't generate any power.